My stepdad made me pay rent at 16 because I needed to learn responsibility, while his kids lived like trust fund babies. I started paying rent when I was 16 years old, not because we were struggling financially, not because my mom asked, because my stepdad, Roger, decided I needed to learn responsibility. Real world doesn't give handouts, he said, sliding a lease agreement across the kitchen table. $300 a month, due on the 1st. I was working weekends at a grocery store making $8.50 an hour. I did the math in my head. After taxes, I'd be bringing home maybe $600 a month. Half my income, gone. What about Theo and Becca? I asked, looking at his kids sprawled on the couch playing video games. They're younger. Theo's 15, Becca's 17. Roger's jaw tightened. They're not the ones with attitude problems. Sign it or find somewhere else to live. My mom stood at the sink, back turned, silent. I signed. That was 8 years ago. I'm 24 now. I moved out the day I turned 18. Worked my way through community college, and somehow landed a decent job in project management. I've got my own apartment, my car is paid off, and I'm doing okay. Better than okay. Last Tuesday, Roger called me. We hadn't spoken in almost a year. Hey buddy, listen, I need a favor. His voice had that forced casual tone people use when they want something. Becca's wedding is in 3 months, and we're a little short on the venue deposit. Could you spot us $5,000? Family helps family, right? I sat there, phone pressed to my ear, something cold spreading through my chest. $5,000. I know it's a lot, but you're doing well now. I'll pay you back, of course. Eventually. How much are you asking Theo for? Silence. Then, Theo's saving for a house. We wouldn't ask him to. Right. I hung up. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about that lease agreement, about coming home from my shifts at the store, exhausted and smelling like industrial cleaner, only to see Theo and Becca's doors plastered with concert tickets and ski trip photos, trips Roger paid for, while I was budgeting for cup noodles. The next morning, I drove to my mom's house. Roger's truck was in the driveway. Perfect. I knocked. Mom answered, surprise flickering across her face. Honey, what are you? I need to talk to Roger. He appeared behind her, arms crossed. Look, if this is about the money, I said no pressure. I did the math. I pulled out my phone, opened my notes app. From 16 to 18, I paid you $7,200 in rent. That's not counting the internet bill you made me split, or the $100 a month for food because you said I ate too much. Roger's face darkened. We already discussed this. You needed to learn. I'm not finished. My voice was steady, calm. Theo lived at home until he was 22, rent-free. You co-signed his apartment when he moved out. You paid for his car insurance until last year. He's 23. That's different. Becca's 25. She lived here until 6 months ago, rent-free. You paid for her entire college tuition. You bought her a car for graduation. Mom's hand went to her mouth. I'm not asking for an apology, I continued. I'm just making sure we're clear on something. You taught me that family members contribute, that adults pay their way, that there are no free rides. I looked directly at Roger. So, no, I won't be giving you $5,000 for Becca's wedding, because if I needed to learn responsibility at 16, then Becca can learn it at 25. Real world doesn't give handouts, remember? Roger stepped forward. You ungrateful little. I paid my dues, I said quietly. For 2 years, I gave you money while your kids got everything free. I'm done pretending that was normal. I'm done pretending it was fair. Mom finally spoke. Sweetie, maybe we could talk about this. There's nothing to talk about, Mom. You watched him do it. You let him make me pay rent while his kids lived like trust fund babies. You chose him then. You're choosing him now. I turned to leave. Roger's voice followed me. If you walk out that door, don't expect to be at the wedding. I stopped, turned back. I wasn't invited anyway, was I? The look on Mom's face told me everything. I got in my car and drove home.